What is going on, guys? Carter here with Edge Mindset. We've got another unboxing for you. This is the classic case of, am I going to be happy that I bought this thing? So I had no intention of ever getting this knife. It was not on my radar. It's been out for a while, I think a few years, and it wasn't on my radar when it first came out, and it definitely isn't now. But I kind of fell victim to the old shit's on sale concept, right? So this was on sale from NC Blade, and we are going to, no candy? Oh, there we go. It was hidden at the bottom, you guys. NC Blade, they always do the jokes, the sticker, and the candy. Let's read that joke together. So much fun. Thank you, NCB. What was the turkey arrested for? Foul play. Classic joke right there. Can't go wrong with that. But no intention of buying this thing, and they had a sale on CKF knives. I'm looking through. There's a couple that catch my eye, a couple that kind of were on my radar. But this one, for some reason, really kind of intrigued me. And I went for it, even though I'd never even heard of this knife. This is the, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Ablya? Oh, wow. Wait, what is that? Date 10/22. Interesting. So number 183. This is dated from 2022. What's it been doing for the past 2 years? Hanging out, or was it like a return, or did somebody sell their collection to NC Blade? I don't know. This is like new old stock, I guess. I don't know. Let's check it out together. I got it because it's big. Here it is. It is a big boy. It feels quite light for its size, though. Pretty cool looking. Pretty cool. Let's open this up. Oh, boy. Yep, that is a big... Let me clean this off here. That is a big knife. That is a big knife. I can barely even fit it on frame here. Let's do a comparison to the Paramilitary 2, right? Paramilitary 2. It is dwarfed by this thing. It is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. 4.25 inch blade, if memory serves me correctly, when I was looking at it. Man, I am disheveled. I am a wreck today. Let's do a quick measurement here. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, 4.25 or 4.5 almost. I don't know, depending on how you measure this trailing point here. It's a big blade. 10 inches overall. That's why I got it, primarily. I'm not the biggest flipper-only fan. I'm not the biggest CKF fan. But a couple things caught my eye on this one. Three things kind of got me to shoot for this one. One is this trailing point blade. I absolutely love trailing point blades. This Persian style, just wicked. I know some people don't like it. It's not the most utility first type design, but I think they are really cool. The next thing that caught my eye was the size. Like I mentioned, it's big. I like big knives, especially when they're titanium frame locks and they kind of look cool like this. I'm in. I am totally in. And then the third thing, just kind of the micro milling on this one is really cool. I like how it follows the flow of the scales there. Very cool. This looks like dark matter carbon fiber. Is it purple? I can't quite tell. Sometimes the colored dark matter doesn't have a lot of color. I think it's just black. You've got this Mokutai pocket clip here, Mokutai pivot collar. Look at the detail on that pivot right there. A lot of details on this thing. You've got this kind of floating backspacer. I think this qualifies maybe as a floating backspacer. At least over here it does. Then it kind of connects right there. Kind of an interesting lanyard hole, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it would do much for holding a lanyard. So far, though, very impressed with the craftsmanship on this bad dog. What's the steel on this thing? Is it marked? Yeah, right there. What do we got? M390. Surprise. 183, I believe was the number, right? Yep, 183. Lock insert. Action is good. This thing hits like a tank. This giant blade really flings out there. It has really good traction on that flipper. Only thing right off the bat that I can tell I don't absolutely love, but it's kind of one of those things that are hard to avoid. It does have some flex in the lock bar. You can see how this blade's kind of flexing right there. That's not detent lash or slip. That is this lock bar flexing this way, right? As you put pressure on that detent ball, which is on the lock bar, and it is sitting in this blade, it's going to flex, and that's because it is thin right here due to the nature of the handle, and being the size that it is, it's a fairly long lock bar, although not too bad. I think it really has to do with how thin it is. And so you can kind of feel it if you slowly launch this thing. You can kind of feel that mushiness at the beginning. Could that be avoidable? Maybe. I'm not an engineer. Maybe there's a way to make it work even with it needing to be this thin. I don't know. Any engineers in the audience tonight, let me know if that's the case. This handle is nice and slim for how big this is. It is nice and slim. What a wicked blade. Let's get a weight on this guy. It's very light for its size. I'm guessing it's probably like 5, almost 6 ounces, 5 something. 5'1". So yeah, that is not bad for a knife of this size. Fairly thin behind the edge. Jimping's pretty weak. But what a beautiful knife. I like this kind of tungsten gray type titanium color going on there. Let's clean off this because I know people are like, that looks gross. Just some factory oil kind of seeping up through there. Really cool knife. Really cool knife. Lock bar insert. 50% lockup. Nice and chamfered in there so you can easily unlock this thing. Drop shutty action. No blade play up and down. You do have lock bar flex though. I think that's flex. So it does have, or is it actually kind of slipping a little? I'm trying to figure it out. And this may break in, you know, as I flip this thing, that lockup may be more solid. Plus, you got to think of all the leverage I'm having by shaking it up there. But I am getting a little bit of movement in that lock bar if I'm not squeezing it. So yeah, might need a little more lock bar tension, or it might just be the type of design it is. That's going to be what it is. So, what did I pay for this wicked gem of a knife right here? This crazy Persian style trailing point massive flipper. Originally these retailed for I think $650, which is very high for where this knife is made. If you know, you know. But this was on sale for $350 from NC Blade. And then I think I had like $20 in cash points or whatever. So I got it for like $330. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'll need to spend some more time with this thing, see what I think about it. That carbon fiber is sick. And this micro milling follows this carbon fiber. I don't know if it's coming through. You can kind of see it there. And it seems to even follow the same radius, which is very cool. Beautiful knife, nice details. I like the darkened hardware. Looks really, really good. Pocket clip with the Mokutai. Beautiful. That backspacer. Very, very cool knife. I think it's well worth $350 or whatever they're asking for. I don't know if the sale is still going on now. Obviously, I ordered this thing last week. It's taken this long to get to me, and I don't know when this video is going to actually go up. One of the things people dislike is when I show things that they can't buy. But, you know, my hands are kind of tied. I buy things on my own when they're available. I have no idea how long sales are going to go on. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get the item to even show it, to tell you about it. So sorry if that's the case, but I'm sure you'll be able to pick one of these up here or there or on the secondary market. All right, guys, comment down below. What do you think of this massive, massive blade? Hopefully I'll be doing a full review on this bad dog, depending on how I like it. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.